This video is brought to you by FLOWER Magazine. See the description of this video to subscribe now and receive 6 copies each year for more beautiful interior design, flowers, and gardens.
When I started designing this space, I was at a loss because when you do a show house, you never know exactly where the inspiration's coming from. So you're searching for inspiration. And I happened to see the beautiful Jardin Bloom from Thibault wall mural, and I knew it was perfect. With all the flowers and birds and butterflies, it was perfect for FLOWER Magazine. My name is Lisa Mende, and I am the Principal and Creative Director of Lisa Mende Design in Charlotte, North Carolina. I designed one of the upstairs bedrooms in the FLOWER Showhouse. In a room, you always have to have a person that you're designing for, so I named my room Aunt Betty's Garden after my late aunt that died in 2016. Aunt Betty loved flowers, and the room is an homage to her. She surrounded herself with beautiful things, and she taught me to do the same. So the room was designed in love as a tribute to her. My favorite moment in the room is the bed. In any bedroom, the bed is going to be the focal point, but this particular bed has a headboard that's 7 feet tall, and my friend, artist Stephen Wilson from Charlotte, created this beautiful embroidered pattern. He chose flowers from the wallpaper and embroidered those on the headboard, and I thought that added a nice feature to the room and made the headboard feel luxe. And this day and time, we all want luxury and luxe in our bedroom, so that created the foundation for the bed. And then the beautiful Italian pioneer linen bedding just further enhanced the luxury of that bed. Every time I walk in the room, I just want to kind of climb in that bed and take a nap. So Stephen Wilson, who's located in Charlotte, as I said before, is known for his embroidered art. He has this colorful aesthetic which aligns with how I design, and I knew he'd be perfect to do the headboard. Stephen had never done anything quite like this, so we had several strike-offs before we got to the final coloration and design, but Stephen is such a pro and so fun to work with, he nailed it. In bedrooms, as I said before, clients want to feel like they're in a luxury resort. We really do truly need like luxurious bedding and beautiful things around us. So the other thing that I did to create that sort of cocoon feel in the bedroom was I surrounded the headboard with drapery. And when you are in a bed that has drapery, it just makes you feel so comfortable and luxe, and I think that's another feature that we're going to be seeing even more of in bedrooms as time progresses. When a designer does a show house, it is so important to have brand sponsorship. I mean, we couldn't do it without the brands. And the people in my room, the brands that supported me and partnered with me were Thibault Designs, Jonathan Charles, the Rug Company, the Shade Store, Circa Lighting, and I had so much fun working with the brands because they are all brands that we work with our clients, and they make my job so easy because they create such beautiful product. As a designer, I try to treat the fifth wall, which is the ceiling. And in this particular room, with the walls swathed in this beautiful Jardin Bloom Thibault wall covering, it was just the perfect moment to put the trellis wallpaper on the ceiling because it further enhanced the garden feel in the room. So many of your gardens you go in have trellises with flowers, so it just made sense to put the trellis on the ceiling. Scallops are big right now, and when I was designing the room, I really wanted the room to have a feminine feel since it was an homage to my aunt. And I thought about doing a scallop on the panels, and then I looked at Thibault's trim and I thought if we could insert it in the edge of the drapery panels, it would create that same look and be airy, and the shade store did a beautiful job of that. So it added an extra detail to the room that you don't maybe notice when you first walk in, but upon taking further examination, you see those little details, which I think are what make a room. One of the chairs in the room is an antique chair that belonged to my aunt. My son actually sat in that chair and posed for an artist to make sketches of him for his portrait. And so we lovingly call that chair Hiller's chair, even though it came from my aunt's estate. And then we reupholstered the chair in the Stockholm chevron from Tebow to update the chair. And I think anytime you can take an antique and add something new, it's the mix that makes the room so special. And I tried really hard to have a mix of things in the room. This is the 10th show house that I have been a participant in. This show house is different than any show house I have ever participated in. I feel so honored to be a designer among so many icons in our industry. And Flower Magazine has brought together an amazing group of professionals. And the house itself, before we even installed, was truly, it is a work of art. Peter Block's vision for this house is extraordinary. It truly is a work of art.